Welcome back to Great Mason Garage. Today we have got Don's WRX in the shop today. We're going to be taking out the blown up 5-speed glass box transmission and putting in a JDM Legacy 6-speed transmission, rear differential, exhaust, everything. Try and make this car worthy of flying down the road again. We've got new clutch, transmission, driveline, axles. Should be a pretty fun day. So I got these guys currently tearing the car apart. All data says this book's at a 7-hour job-ish. I have a bet against them to try and beat the clock, so let's see what happens. And if they can, they can. If they can't, then I'm gonna call them a bunch of dorks. So
you know we can do it.
Stick around and let's see what happens.
So these discount wheel locks here with the matching spline, every one of them it gets locked in. When I loosen the wheel, so I have to knock out the wheel lock, the wheel key, every lug nut.
I forgot to tell you about that.
Perfect, perfect.
This car was so unbelievably frozen. Hey!
What?
He's throwing snowballs over here.
Don, you're holding up our productivity. I'm done with my task. I can't work any further without going underneath the car.
Don, is this an eBay clutch?
No. It's an eBay clutch.
What I'm learning right now, watching these guys take apart this car that Don built, is that Don doesn't remember how he put it together.
It was so long ago!
So it's really fun that I have him on a 7-hour deadline to do a full 6-speed swap in this car, and he doesn't remember how it goes together. This is great, this is fun.
It was a long time ago!
It was like a year and a half ago.
No, it was like 6 months ago.
You know how many cars I've worked on since then? Like 7.
Yeah, but only one Subaru.
See, the real skill comes in figuring out what eBay stuff works, what Craigslist stuff works, and then what actual quality parts work. And what really works is whatever fits my budget. And as you can see, there hasn't been a lot of budget.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna get these axles situated here. Ah, the car is dripping on me. I hate it. The joys of working on cars in the winter. The Subaru nunchucks.
The Subaru Nondccd. Find yourself a nice little spot right here.
Oh.
Kind of harder with coilovers on the car, but it goes just like that. Now everything's out of the way.
Okay. What we've got is, seems that we're swapping this 5-speed out for 6-speed, the axle shafts are different. This car has got axles that have a roll pin that attach them to the transmission, whereas the new 6-speed does not. So somehow we're going to figure out how to make 2 axles into 1 compatible axle. But that's what Drew's working on right now, is he's getting the axles out so we can get started on...
Do you want the special tool for that?
Figuring out, do we just change the cup? Do we change the shaft? What we're gonna have to do. But ball joints separated from the knuckle, get those while Don's trying to get the transmission out. And this differential is an LSD unit?
Correct.
Here's the parts we got straight from Japan. When we were talking to Hector and he was ordering 3 spoon engines for us, along with some Mishimoto tires, we got a Subaru 6-speed from Japan.
Oh, I knew it.
The problem is, here is the axle that goes into the WRX 5-speed. This is the axle that goes in to a Subaru 6-speed STI. So this is my job, is to figure out how to make these work with this car. We shall see. You see we have an Audi and we have an Innie. Stay tuned. I'm gonna get this unpackaged. We got our different drive shaft because the transmission's longer. Check. 6-speed shifter because it's got more gears. Why do we have a used flywheel here? We should not put in a used clutch.
Because someone brought a stage 2 clutch from eBay and wasn't sure if it was right.
Okay, perfect. So we have options. New stage 2 from eBay and the original one in case that one doesn't fit.
I think the different color red means it's a stage 14, but you know.
Of course. Yes, the fast one. But also in our components here. So the nice thing is the final drive is the same. 390, which that means that we don't have to change the rear differential, which we did get also from that same donor car. But this differential comes with a limited slip, which means both back tires will apply power versus a WRX, which is one back tire. Sad story. But not today. Oh, an automatic?
Oh, going tighter. Correct.
So, I spoke with Hector again about our parts. And one thing he mentioned to me is this drive shaft is actually out of an automatic car. By the spec, it should be the correct length, even though we are using a manual transmission. But Hector's been wrong before. We shall see. Is this a factory shield?
Nah.
You put a skid plate on the rear differential?
Came with the car. You know. It's made it way harder to change the drive shaft.
So,
The stub shafts?
from a efficiency standpoint, going down and going up is actually bad for efficiency because the master Subaru tech, Ron Ryan here, left the emergency brake on, which means we couldn't rotate the drive shaft to get all the hardware out. So, nice going. We lost like 4 minutes right there.
Freaking new guys.
Freshman move. No wonder he doesn't work at the dealership anymore.
Hey! Hey!
Oops.
That was exciting. It's ready on 3. I wasn't ready. On 3. 1, 2.
Oh!
God, did you see the spark
Jeez.
shoot out?
I'm not even wearing safety glasses.
Is the starter on?
My punch is bad.
So it's in there pretty tight, huh?
Oh, I got one done. Yep.
One too.
I got one the exact size.
This might be too big too.
Yeah, but mine's discount brand, so if we get the bench, it's okay.
Oh, this one will fit too. We got a backup.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
What did you do?
We broke discount.
So it was actually Companion brand. Do you know who makes Companion?
Hobble Frey.
Craftsman's off-brand.
Okay,
It's Craftsman's.
you ready for a different one?
It's not really much of a companion if it tries to kill you.
So this transmission, we lost third gear. So here's pieces of the transmission stuck to the magnet. But then also, Don, move that out of the way. You got dirty gloves. You can see the metal in the fluid there as it's coming out. The ground down metal, which you will have a little bit in a manual transmission, but not to this level. But that's a very good indication that internal failure has resulted. Transmission normally rated at 200 horsepower. When applied at 400 horsepower, maybe driver error,
Most likely driver error.
Those blast plates worked great.
caused a loss of third gear. And here's what we got. So Don and I were working on getting this stub shaft out right here to see what we can do to mate it to the other transmission. I think what we're going to try to do is if we take this bolt out and unspin this collar right here, There may be a bearing, and maybe that's what's keeping this stub shaft in. So that's what I'm going to do next. Take that out, spin this out, and see if I can't extract this without breaking down the transmission.
I banged gears, and that's probably why I lost third. Remember how we talked about that?
So the nice thing is working on the Subaru today.
Huh?
Huh?
Why are you using a hammer? That's
Clarence.
these two guys
That bushy.
used to work at Subaru dealerships. I'm out of my element.
Okay.
These guys are not.
We have a secondary push pin for this. Let's just use
But
that.
we have 10 minutes remaining,
Yeah.
and we're trying to get this transmission
The
out in
problem is
under an
the
hour.
height. You know what? The motor's dropped down. We have plenty of height.
We'll be fine.
It'll be fine. Don't stop. Fun fact on Subarus, they have what's called a pull style clutch. And my very first time doing a transmission on a Subaru, I didn't know that. And I tried taking the transmission out, and it felt like it was still attached, even though all the hardware was out.
Oh, it was still attached.
And that's because there's a pin on the side Don's working on for the, I guess the clutch rod? Throw
Throw-out fork.
Yeah, throw out fork. And you have to actually remove it. It's like this long. Once that's removed, then the clutch mechanism is released, and it should go like this. If Don
Don't
can
forget
get
to
it
pull the
out.
fork out of the bearing, too.
Oh yeah. But it definitely set me back like an hour trying to do my first one because I didn't know that. Because I was a domestic guy at that time, and I didn't know Hector. So, but now that Hector and I are like this, we're good to go. Hey Don, your special tools in this box?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
If you can find it within 15 seconds, we'll give you a cookie.
Let's see. This.
And those are
Springs.
special springs.
There's junk in here.
No,
It's not junk.
that's what makes a Subaru a Subaru.
So this is what we're trying to remove. That's not the tool. There it is. It's this one.
That's it.
Hey!
So, the special tool Don needs, threads in here, is this guy, is what the clutch fork, throw-out fork is riding on. Put that in there so you can whoop, pull it out of the transmission. You guys, 3 minutes to 1 hour. What's the holdup?
We don't even have the tranny out yet. Look at that.
Okay, there it is.
The pin of destiny.
All right.
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know that existed, and it made my first transmission very difficult
The
to take out.
first time I did a clutch on one of these, I totally fumbled it and I like broke my whole clutch setup. Here we have exposed the back of the Subaru 5-speed transmission, which contains the all-wheel drive unit. And on top of this transfer gear here, we have found a piece, if I can grab it, of foreign material.
That's supposed to be attached somewhere in the transmission.
Looks like a tooth of a gear.
Yeah, it's definitely steel.
So let's keep tearing this thing down and see what broke.
Oh, look, the center dit's right there.
So this is called a viscous coupler. It's basically a, how do you explain it? It's like a fluid type LSD. Let me pull it out here. So you got spider gears in the middle. You've got fluid and wizardry, and it makes all-wheel drive.
Gotcha.
It's pretty much like a clutch.
So
a
what
clutch
you're
type
saying
LSD.
is, if we were to maybe weld this up,
You could lock it out and
we
make it a
could-
full 50-50.
we could make it like like 50% to the front, 50% to the back.
Yeah, like a locked transfer case. This is essentially like a transfer case in the back of this thing.
So this is what keeps it so that when you're making a tight turn, it doesn't bind like the old four-wheel drive systems did.
And I have found once you start modifying Subarus and you make more power, it is really easy to overrun the clutches in this thing or the viscous unit and just make it front wheel drive.
Oh, interesting.
They definitely, when you make more power, they end up being front biased when they slip.
And honestly, I would love to modify this to make a rear-wheel drive Subaru. I think I would do an awesome burnout one day. Oh, now it feels less stuck.
There we go.
Okay. So, what Don's got going on here is, this is our pressure plate, and This is the alignment tool to get everything centered, because when you install the pressure plate, you have to install it loosely because your clutch disc has the ability to walk around by a few millimeters. And this has to be centered, or when you go to install the transmission, it will not go in. But the biggest thing is, once this guy is centered, that's what this alignment tool is. It's mimicking the input shaft of the transmission. These guys here, you're supposed to torque them down in a star pattern. So, for even torqueness. Right, Don?
Correct.
And you're, what are you using to torque?
I'm using a Milwaukee Fuel brushless M12.
Ooh, not torque to spec. He's definitely guessing on the torque. But it's his car, so he can do that.
That's correct.
As you were, buddy.
You got a better shot over there because I have the dipstick tube in the way still.
You guys don't have those apart yet?
Yeah. It's our first time.
It's definitely my first time.
That's good.
Okay, case half bolts are out. Let's open this trans up and see what is going on.
We broke the silicone. Give her a touch.
Whoa!
Oh,
Look at all the gear material in the front diff.
Ooh, this is...
So, this is where third gear used to be.
So wait, does it go this way first and goes this way, or is it...
Yeah, so this is your engine input. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, reverse. And as we can see, third left the chat.
Dude, that thing is...
Smooth.
Yeah.
We should be able to just go like this.
Okay, yeah. Here, wait.
Look at that.
Oh, it took the teeth off all the way around.
Look at that.
Jeez. Yeah, this is the synchro hub here.
Synchro still looks good.
Yeah. Fourth worked great. Third engaged, you just didn't know it was there because it wasn't.
Well, there was no gripping devices there.
For the Subaru community out there, this is super common on a 5-speed once you start putting more power through it. I mean, hell, they'll do it stock. This is not a strong transmission, but it is one of Subaru's most popular transmissions, installed pretty much in every WRX ever. And they're glass boxes. They are not strong.
I thought they were actually worried about the cases breaking, but...
No, what happens
it's the
is...
gears.
The inherent weakness in these is that it is a split case transmission. If we can get this back in here for demonstration purposes. Good enough.
It's good right there.
Yeah.
So once you start applying torque to these transmissions, these two case halves will actually move and flex against each other, which changes your gear depth, your mesh.
So we get some gear deflection.
You get some gear deflection and then you lose a gear. It's usually third or fourth because those are the gears that you're in full throttle on the freeway,
Hammer down,
shifting super hard from second to third or third to fourth, and they just, I mean...
And I did try to combat the twisting of the case by using what's called blast plates.
And truthfully, it's a small gear. It's just a small transmission. It's not made for performance use.
Yeah, you can see.
And we found that.
There's the gear teeth sitting there in the ring gear.
So let's take this out of here.
Yeah.
We'll take this one out of here. Give this one to you. Let's pull this diff out. Oh yeah, look at all that metal
That's
in there.
the front differential.
So that's for the front wheel drive unit.
Now get these guys out.
That's up to you.
Oh look, do you see that? There is a clip there that was never going to come out.
That's
look at
a
that.
C-clip?
No, look at that.
That's a snap ring.
No matter how hard we were going to pull in these.
You're gonna find a little.
So initially we were trying to, you saw earlier, we were trying to get these stub shafts out of here, which is this shaft right here. What I didn't know is that this snap ring right here with the eyelets, no matter how hard I was going to pull out here, there was no way I was pulling this through with this clip in here. So with that being said, the idea of swapping these to the other transmission is not a feasible option currently. So I'm going to try to manipulate the other axles, do some cup swapping, and move on from there. But yeah, this is our ring gear. Spider gears for the front differential, which operates the front wheel drive of a Subaru.
All right, well, so far we have torn apart a Subaru. We have successfully made a mess in the shop. We have found the failure point on Don's 5-speed transmission. Right there, third gear, no longer a part of this world. So is what we're doing now. We're putting the STI clutch to the WRX engine. We're gonna start trying to figure out our axle shaft situation because the 6-speed does use different axle shafts. So we're gonna see if we can combine 2 to make 1, so on and so forth. We're gonna do a little bit of cleanup and get this thing put back together with a 6-speed transmission because the 5-speed, garbage. So let's see what we got and where we're gonna be and how we're gonna do it.
1, 2, 3.
What did you do?
We broke discount.